Yo, what's up guys? This is Midnight Wabbit and welcome to some Borderlands 3. This is my first Borderlands 3 video on my channel. And if you guys saw my stream, I am freaking exhausted. We streamed, me and my friend, for I think almost 17 hours straight. We finished the campaign, which is a lot longer than the other Borderlands games. Also had to do some side missions. We didn't really know what we were doing at times too, so probably hopefully it'll go faster the second time around. But it is definitely a longer campaign compared to the other Borderlands stories. I think it goes up to 35 instead of 30, and there's actually several extra missions compared to the other ones. But it's a very good story. I don't want to spoil too much in this video. I will have to. This is a legendary weapons guide, and the weapon does come from the final boss of the campaign. So if you don't want to see any spoilers, then definitely click off this video right now. Wait till and come back and wait until you are ready. But without further ado, let's get into it. As you can see, I got some decent legendaries here. Some of them are returning weapons. Some of you can see I got the conference call here. I'll definitely be making a video on that. I can't tell if this is a random drop or if this is actually from a specific boss. I did get it from a boss in Mayhem mode, but I can't tell if it's from that specific boss or if it just happened to be a random drop. I'm thinking it actually is from that boss, but I have to do a little bit more research and see what other people say on the forums to find out for sure before I make a video on that. But the weapon we're talking about today is the Queen's Call legendary Jacob's pistol. And this thing has a 6-round magazine, some pretty good damage. The one I have is level 35. It says, "Life is ours, we live it our way." It's a radiation weapon. It's a little bit lower on the weapon damage. Consumes 3 ammo per shot, and it has higher critical hit damage. And irradiated enemies damage enemies around them. The radiation is actually pretty good in this game. It weakens them quite a bit. But the special ability on this weapon is that critical hits return 3 pellets. Critical hits return 3 bullets to your magazine, so it consumes 3 ammo per shot. So if you get a critical hit, then it returns that shot to the magazine. So you can keep firing as long as you're getting critical hits. It will get you can fire infinitely. And you'd also ricochet 3 bullets at the nearest enemy. Now, what it doesn't tell you is it's not like the other Jacob's weapons, where they just fly off in the direction of a nearby enemy and they can actually miss. This weapon, the 3 bullets that fly out are actually slower tracking projectiles that are the radiation element, and they deal incredibly high damage. Now, I'm not sure, to be honest, if this weapon only comes in radiation element. I'm thinking it does. The Queen's Call, my friend that I was playing with, actually from the same boss, we'll talk about how to get it in a minute, but he got a weapon called the King's Call, which is literally the same weapon, but his is shock. It has all the same abilities and everything, except his is shock and mine is radiation. So the Queen's Call might be radiation, and the King's Call might be shock, and I think one's for Troy Calypso for the king, and then for Tyreen for the queen. They're both from the same spot. They're both from Tyreen, actually, the final boss of the campaign. But for some reason, I don't know. I'm pretty sure because he got one and there's no way that I got the same weapon from the same boss. It's like basically the same thing except slightly different, just a different element. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna go on a limb here and say they come from this boss. It would make sense. The Queen's Call and the King's Call, because they call themselves kings and queens and gods and whatnot. But let's go over how to get to that. So what you want to do is you want to pull up your fast travel, and it's actually, I can go out on Pandora, and if you go all the way to, where is it? I can't find it now. Destroyer's Rift, that's what it's called. Your Destroyer's Rift, you're going to spawn in right there, and you're going to literally just jump down, and there's this big area down here that you fight Tyreen. So as you can see here, once you kill her, and you can tell pretty easily when you get a legendary in this game. As you can see there, I got 2 legendaries. You can tell painfully obvious when you get a legendary in this game. If you somehow manage to miss one, it'll definitely go to the Lost Loot box in Sanctuary, so don't worry about that, but it's almost guarantee that you'll see a legendary in this game. They made it pretty hard to miss, especially the noise it makes too. And as you can see here, this is some gameplay of it. And this is all the gameplay you're seeing is in Mayhem mode, by the way, which is enemies have increased health, armor, and shield, and they're all on level. So some of them are even higher level actually. But all of the gameplay you're seeing here is in Mayhem mode. So this weapon will actually be even better in a normal playthrough without Mayhem mode. But in Mayhem mode, it still actually destroys. You can see here, you can spam it even on like badass enemies like this one. You can spam the shots because of the fact that it has a high fire rate and it consumes 3 ammo per shot. But the ammo goes back in the mag and you get a critical hit. Also spawning those seeking projectiles, which do a fuck ton of damage, like at least several metric fuck tons of damage. crazy. As you can see, even here on a boss, that on level in Mayhem mode, still doing quite a bit of damage. Those seeking projectiles are absolutely destroying her shield. And this isn't even the shock version that my friend has. He has a shock version of this. That probably would have one-shotted her shield. Absolutely crazy. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Subscribe for more legendary weapons guides, and I'll talk to you guys later.